Memories fade away, with or out, but I can't ignore the ache. Lying deep underground, you must have lost your way. Look around, all we can do now is pray. Make it count.
I mean, I really took this whole new year, new me to a whole nother level. Hey guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. As always, I really appreciate it. And in case you don't recognize me, it's me, Jenny. Hello, how are you? If this is your first time here, welcome to my channel. Thank you so much for being here. Normally, I don't have purple hair. I know this might be your first time here. Might be a surprise, but this is new year, new me. Hello. And if this is not your first time here, you guys, thank you so much for being back. You honestly have no idea how much I appreciate it. And I think it goes without saying, how excited I am for today's video. If you guys follow me on Instagram, you'll know that it's been a little while since I have been like itchy for coloring my hair. I have been coloring my hair for a couple of years now. It's something that I love to do. It's a way that I love to express myself. I don't usually straighten my hair. Me and straight hair don't really get along. So I have found that an outlet for me to express myself, to change my look, to just give me like that fresh new year or just like that fresh start for me is painting my hair. So you could only imagine how excited I was when one of my favorite companies ever, Wella Color Charms, reached out to me and let me know that they were going to be dropping new paints and they wanted to collaborate. I wanted to like burst out of my own skin out of excitement. I was like, yes! It was like the universe was aligning. Alright, so for today's video, I'm going to be telling you a little bit about the Wella Color Charm paints, which is what I use to get this bomb ass hair color. Okay, and I'm also going to be showing you guys the new shades that Wella is coming out with. Now these new shades are their tropical shades, and it's 4 different shades that they're coming out with, and I'm super excited. I use 2 of those new shades to create this look, so that's what we're going to be doing today. And yeah, let's go ahead and dive right in. Alrighty, so first things first, I want to go ahead and show you the new shades so that we could just go ahead and get the excitement over and done with. Like I just mentioned, there's 4 new shades, and here they are. Ta-da! So those are the new 4 shades that are coming out, and I'm super excited. Again, these are their tropical shades. And so now to tell you a little bit about the paints themselves, because if you guys know, I am a big fan of these paints, and one of the reasons is because they are so, first of all, easy to use, and they're very safe for your hair. Now these paints are not like your regular dye. These are for pre-lightened hair. My hair is already pre-lightened, so that's like one step I didn't have to do. These are semi-permanent colors, which that means is that you put it on and gradually the color gets lighter and lighter as you go washing your hair. These normally last about 20 washes. That all depends on the intensity of the color that you do. So for example, when I did my very bold blue, that lasted a very true 20 washes, which is great for me because I don't wash my hair that often. I know. I wash my hair once or twice a week, so my blue gradually got lighter and it lasted for a really long time, so I really got to enjoy it. That blue faded super beautiful. Something like this will probably also last about 20 washes because it's a bolder color. Now I have done a very subtle light pink color that I absolutely loved, and that one lasted, I would probably say maybe like 6 washes. But if you guys can see, I'll insert a picture here. The color was very subtle, so the washes all depends on the color that you initially start with, but on average it goes for something like around 20 washes if you go for something as bold as I did today. Now these paints come like ready to go. I'm talking about like ready to go, like you grab it, squeeze it in your hand. I don't suggest you do it like that because it's gonna get kind of messy, but these are ready to go. Like you do not have to mix this with anything. You are ready. Now the only mixing that ever has to be done with these paints is if you want to mix the color. So that's something else that I absolutely love about these paints. You can mix colors to custom make a color that you want. You can also mix in what they have, which is like a clear transparent color. This helps any color become more soft and a more pastel color. So for example, let's just say you want a purple color, but you want it to be a little bit more pastel. Awesome, they got you. All you gotta do is add the transparent, which is the clear. You add it to it. When you mix this in, it lightens up the colors. These paints are so incredible because you can custom make whatever color you want. And on top of that, you could do what I did today, which is you can pair colors one right next to the other without it transferring, without you having to use foil. I mean, it is simple. Once you put the product on the hair, and you guys will see me do this, once you put the product on the hair, you could easily right next to it grab another chunk of hair, put another color, and they could sit side by side and not transfer. So these are so easy to use, which is something that I need because listen here, I am in no way, shape, or form a professional. I repeat, I am in no way, shape, or form a professional. I am just a regular curly girl who just simply likes to change up her hair. So if I can do it and I can use these paints, trust me when I tell you that you can too. Now, the last thing that I wanted to mention, and I mentioned this just because I know that in the past I have gotten this question quite a bit. And the question is, does it change my curl pattern? Does it dry out my curls? Does it make it feel like my curls are damaged? And the answer to that is absolutely not. Thank goodness these paints, they do not cause any sort of damage to the hair whatsoever. It does not change my curl pattern at all. My hair, every time I've used it, my hair has felt very soft, very fluffy, very manageable. I don't notice a curl pattern change at all. You do not have to worry about these paints causing any damage to your hair whatsoever, because quite honestly, if that wasn't the case, I would not use them at all. But one of the reasons why I keep going back to them and keep playing around with them is because my hair suffers no damage whatsoever when I use them. So it's like all the fun and none of the bad stuff, okay? Alrighty guys, so I feel like I covered the basics. Now let's go ahead and jump into this. I'm gonna show you guys step by step exactly what I did to go from this to this. You guys ready? Let's go. Okay, so first things first, we are starting off with freshly washed, clean hair. My hair right now also has absolutely no product. We want to make sure that the paints can saturate the hair really, really well. So you want to make sure that you have absolutely no product in your hair. Also, I suggest using an old t-shirt or something like that to do this process with, since it can get a little messy. I have 2 mixing bowls. I also have gloves and 2 tinting brushes. Since we're going to be using 2 different colors, the purple and the blue, I wanted 2 separate mixing bowls so that I can keep myself very organized. All right, so once you have everything ready to go, the first step is to just pretty much open up each paint. The top works like a little piercing, I guess like a little piercing thingamabob that you just turn it over, you pierce the paint with, and it opens it up. Then I'm going to go ahead and pour it into my mixing bowl. So to begin with, I started with 2 tubes of each color. So I'm using 2 blues. I'm putting those together in one mixing bowl, and then I'm getting the purple and I'm mixing 2 bottles in another separate mixing bowl. Now I did end up using a third bottle right at the end. So in total, I ended up using 3 of the blue and 3 of the purple. Look how amazing those colors look. I love how rich in color these paints are. Okay, moment of truth, time to get started. This part is always so exciting / so scary. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to part my hair. I'm going to pretty much be parting my hair throughout the entire process, just because it's easier for me to have the hair out of the way. Now, there is no science to the way that I'm parting my hair. I'm just simply grabbing different sections and adding and alternating between the purple and the blue. Now, this is something that I get away with because I have curly hair. Curly hair, I feel you could be a little bit less strategic with it because our curls a lot of times don't even fall in the same place. So being a little bit more free-handed, this is definitely something that we can get away with. So I'm going to go ahead and start with the purple. What I like to do is I like to grab the brush and use the brush to get really, really close, or not even close, like actually on my scalp. And then I put a little bit of the product on my hands, and I just find it so much easier to distribute the product with my hands. With the brush, I find that it just takes me much longer, and I feel like I can't saturate the hair as good. The number one thing that I'm focusing on right now during this process is one, making sure that I don't miss any spots, and also making sure that the hair is very saturated. I want to make sure that each strand has a lot of the product because I want this color to really, really pop. I want it to be very vibrant. So I'm making sure that it is heavy, heavy with product. Now I'm moving on to my next section, and I'm grabbing a piece of hair that is immediately right next to the one that I just finished doing. And now I'm going to go ahead and jump into the blue. So this is pretty much what I did throughout the entire process. I would pick one section of hair purple, and then the section right next to it I would do blue, and I pretty much alternated like that throughout my entire head. Again, there was no science to the way I was doing it. Because of my curly hair, I knew that I could be a little bit more free-handed with it. Now, another trick that I did and I've always done that I feel is so helpful is I use the comb to brush out the product once I've applied the product. So I apply the product with my hands, I saturate it, then I grab the comb, I brush through the hair that has the product, then I go back and add more product. Doing this really makes me feel like I am saturating all the strands of hair, because what could happen is if you just simply grab the hair and start running the product with your hand through it, it could be that you're missing hair on the inside of that little bunch of hair that is just not getting as much product. So again, because I wanted this to be a very bold color, I wanted to make sure that I was taking my time and really saturating the hair. So this little trick for me is a must-have. It obviously makes the process go a little bit slower, but quite honestly, I feel like the results are totally worth it. Something else that I did that you can't see in the video is I had a towel right next to me because I was wiping off the gloves every time I was alternating colors. So if I use my hands to apply the purple, I would finish, then I would wipe the gloves with the towel, and then I would move on to the blue. The reason why I did this is because I wasn't actually trying to mix the blue and the purple together. I'm sure that that color would be stunning, but that wasn't the point. So if you're going to do something with multiple colors, I definitely recommend having a towel or something next to you where you can wipe the gloves or your hand, or if you're using only a brush, make sure you have two separate brushes for each color. But that's pretty much the entire process, you guys. I continue to do this throughout my entire head. I continue to say this. These paints are so incredibly easy to use, very user friendly. Again, I am in no way, shape, or form a professional. I don't claim to be one. And as a matter of fact, I wouldn't even consider myself someone very, very savvy. And I'm not like a self taught hairstylist at all. So I feel like if someone like me can do this and find it easy to use, I feel like pretty much anybody can. So at this point, I'm just going to go ahead and let the video run through. Fast forward so you guys can see the entire process. But yeah, that's pretty much it. Very simple, easy peasy.
We wait up for the dawn, through the night, though our better days are gone. Made our peace, said goodbye, 'cause the further we carry on, through the fight, the stronger that we become. Hey, I've lived through water havoc, seen pain you can't imagine. These days you take for granted, we fought ours so you could have them. This truth you hold for ransom, buried beneath the static. No doubt the heart is
Whew. Alrighty guys. Alright, so now we're gonna go ahead and set a 20-minute timer. Hey Siri, set a timer for 20 minutes.
Your timer is set for 20 minutes.
Alrighty guys, so this is gonna sit just like this for 20 minutes, and yeah, I will be back in 20 minutes. I'm excited. 20 minutes are up and this is what we're looking at. It's pretty much the same. Not a lot of change happens in the 20 minutes. So now I'm gonna go ahead and rinse off. I'm going to also transform. I'm going to style my hair. So I will see you in a little bit. I am back and these are the final results. Can you guys tell I love? I am beyond obsessed with the results as per usual. Quite honestly, these paints never disappoint. This is the first time that I do a color that's like deeper. It sort of makes me look like my hair is dark, where my hair always looks very blonde, like just very bright. I feel like this color, it just on me, it pops. I'm absolutely obsessed with the results. I love that I did the two colors. I feel like it gives a lot more dimension instead of just being one flat color. This gives it dimension, but it's subtle. I'm beyond obsessed. Like, who am I? I feel like one of my favorite parts about coloring my hair is that I feel like I create like alter egos. Like that girl from an hour ago, who is she? So I'm curious to know, would you guys ever try a color like this? This is very bold, it's very out there. Yes, no, maybe so. And if not, what color would you try? I'm super curious to know. But anyway, you guys, this is pretty much it for today's video. I really hope that you guys enjoyed it. As always, if you haven't done so already, please don't forget to subscribe. Also, please don't forget to give this video a big old thumbs up to let me know that you like it. And yeah, this is pretty much it. I love you and I'll see you in my next one. Bye.